But we want to put this to the IG. You have dissociated yourself from the heinous crime that was perpetuated and perpetrated by your boys. We want you to answer us one question, Mr. IG. Why did you withdraw the security that was assigned to Honorable Koimbûri? Why are you continuing to withdraw the security of other members of parliament while you are aware that the country has lost one member of parliament? Why did you withdraw the security assigned to Honorable Wamuhia, the member for Kipipiri? What is it that you are planning? Are you aware that their security has been withdrawn? If you are aware, what steps have you taken? And if you have not taken steps, why have you not taken those steps? What is it that the state is planning against the people seeking to liberate this country? What is it that the state is planning against the freedom fighters fighting to liberate this country from bad governance? Number two, Mr. IG, the DCI, and Haji, why did you confiscate our clients, Mr. Koimbûri's, Honorable Koimbûri's motor vehicle on Friday? Why are you still holding that motor vehicle in the DCI headquarters? If it is true you are completely disassociating yourself from this heinous act, why are you still holding that motor vehicle? Why did you torture the driver to Koimbûri? What information were you seeking to extract from him? Why did you pluck out the number plate belonging to Honorable Koimbûri's motor vehicle? What is the connection between the motor vehicle and the abduction of Honorable Koimbûri? Can you still claim that Honorable Koimbûri abducted himself? The last time we heard of that joke was in 1990, when the system where William Ruto was serving as a member of YK92. The last time we heard of this joke is when the late Dr. Ouko was murdered. That is the last time we heard that Dr. Ouko killed himself, shot himself, and poured acid on himself when he was still dead. That's the last time we heard that joke. We want to hold you to account, the IG, that you are aware what is happening. Your people are behind these processes. Your people are behind these abductions. And if they are not behind these abductions, come and answer us those particular questions we have put. Finally, yesterday Parliament spent a lot of time discussing the fate of a whistleblower. His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua is a whistleblower. There is an act of Parliament protecting whistleblowers. Should a whistleblower be condemned? Should a whistleblower be arrested? Should the whistleblower form the subject of debate in Parliament? Or should Parliament be discussing the content of ensuring that we have a free, secure, and fair elections? So all this we are seeing is a scheme by the state, but we are sure we shall overcome. We shall overcome. Amen. We shall overcome.
Amen. Today we are here at Karen Hospital. Oh, okay, sorry.
the viewers.
Okay, asante sana. My name is Wakili Edward Mureu, Member of Parliament for Gatanga constituency, and also the Chief Legal Advisor for DCP Party. And today we are here to see and condole our brother George Koimbûri, Member of Parliament for Juja constituency. We want to report that he's getting better than he was before, but the damage which was caused to him is clearly not only physical, but also emotional. Because our traumatic journey of being abducted by people with guns and walkie-talkie, then being sprayed with some chemicals to make him unconscious, sleeping outside in the cold has serious implication on him, both physically and mentally. And therefore I want to ask all Kenyans of goodwill to put him into prayer for his quick recovery. But coming to the gist of the issue, we are very much aware as a DCP party, and more so the people of the mountain, that all this is orchestrated to dim the light, to reduce the strength and the resolve to have our own party as a mountain. And as you can see, the vigor to suppress, to arrest, to abduct leaders who do not agree necessarily with the Kenya Kwanza government is on higher gear. And this is purely meant to make sure that our resolve is gone. The DCP party has no elected leaders who are supporters of that party. And the ultimate goal, and we are very much aware, is to arrest Rigathi Gachagua. As you saw yesterday, the same parliament which impeached Rigathi Gachagua is only 44 members of parliament, including myself and other members, who refused to impeach Gachagua. And when they were able to impeach him, they were telling us he will only be there, you only hear his name only for 3 months. Suddenly, he has risen like this. There is a proverbial phoenix. Yesterday, the serious hours and time of parliament was suspended. Time to discuss national issues, time to discuss matters economics, time to discuss matters affecting Kenyans, matter to discuss the ongoing health strikes for the health workers was suspended to discuss one person who was discarded by way of impeachment by parliament. What a shame. By the virtue of the fact that he said, look, we are aware there are members of parliament who support Kenya Kwanza, who have said they will make sure Ruto win a second term through hook and crook. And he came and told them the same thing which Craig said, that if we do not able to prepare for credible election, which can be trusted by everybody, of course, this country will go will burn, because the will of the people cannot be ignored, cannot be sacrificed by the will of one person. And here we are in a situation whereby Koimbûri was abducted because he's a strong DCP party proponent. He's been chased like an antelope, right, left, and center. The resolve is to ensure that all the leaders, including myself, Ndegwa Njiru here, Django here, and or even the people who want as aspiring members of parliament, members of Senate, MCAs, governors, and senators, they are subdued so that the root of DCP party does not have a foundation, does not entrench itself. But I want just to say here, nothing, not death, not threats of arrest, not incarceration, no abduction will demean the resolve of the mountain people. And I want to just say this. We are only the faces which maybe the media can see. The people on the ground have made a resolution. And I want the country to know. We shall never ever go again to an election without a party of the mountain people. We rode on a horse of the people of the Rift Valley. Along the way, we were told to disembark. And that's why you find now we become enemies. We are being hunted like antelopes. We are being hunted like criminals. And yet, the mountain people provided 47% of all the votes Dr. William Samuel Ruto got. But the reason why we are being discarded like useless rubbish is because we don't have a party. And as a question, if we are able to contribute 47%, how much did Wetangula provide? How many MPs does he have? Musalia Mudavadi, how many MPs does he have? How many, what position is he holding? If you look at Mutua of Machakos, how many members of parliament did he bring to parliament? How many votes did he bring? And finally, what did Raila Amolo Odinga bring to the Kenya Kwanza government? Zero. But the reason why they are there and they are strong is because they are coming with their people. Because party carries the aspiration of the people. But we trust it too much. We shall never ever again accept or agree to be carried by people. We shall be carrying ourselves. We shall be negotiating. And today, I want to assure Kenyans, DCP party has been embraced in all corners of the mountain. Koimbûri is in hospital today. Tomorrow there be another, I might be the one who be in hospital, or I might be dead, but I want to tell the country, as leaders, elected leaders, we shall stand with the people, we shall liberate them, and we shall never ever again go for an election without the party of the mountain. Koimbûri is lying down, is in pain, but again, that makes us even more stronger and making us a resolve even stronger. Tomorrow, we are meeting Kalonzo Musyoka in his home village of Siekuru to sign and to start the journey of liberating this country, of removing this country from disorderly leadership, and make sure we are on a path to make sure Dr. William Samoei Ruto, because he has betrayed the Kenyans, is a one-party president.
Kwa majina naitwa Engineer Wainaina Jango. Nilikuwa mbunge wa Thika 2017 to 2022 na nikawa People's Governor wa Kiambu for the current term. Na Koimbûri ni rafiki yangu wa dhati, na Koimbûri ni neighbor wangu pale Thika, na nimekuja kumuona, na ni kitu ya husuni niseme kabisa. Huyu jamaa ako kwa shida, ako na maumivu. Hata asubuhi hii alikuwa amepelekwa scan kwa sababu bado ako na uchungu, hajaweza kuongea, bado ni mudhaifu, bado hana nguvu hata kidogo. Kwa hivyo niseme, wale wanasema Koimbûri alijipiga, alijiteka nyara, huyo ni mtu hana akili timamu kabisa, vile huyu jamaa ama huyu mheshimiwa amekaa. Na niseme hivi, serikali ikifika hapa kufanya abductions za wale watu wanaongea ukweli wa mambo, instead of taking this as positive criticism, yani mna resort kupiga watu, kuua watu, niseme hii serikali kabisa it has lost meaning, it has lost mandate, it has lost authority. Na niseme hivi, serikali ile iko ya KK, ya Kenya Kwanza, the honorable thing you can do is just to resign and go home if this is what you have resorted to. Na niseme hivi, ile opposition, kwa sababu ile sasa official opposition iko hapa ni ya chama cha DCP na yale chama zingine zote kama ile yangu ya National Party of Kenya. Hizi chama zile zimejiunga pamoja. Huyu bwana Rigiji na amesema kwa kauli moja kwamba atazikanisha Kenya yote, wale watu wanafikiria pamoja, wale watu wanataka kuleta Kenya pamoja, the people who want to restore the dignity of this country. Kina Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Eugene Wamalwa, Matiang'i, wale wote wataletwa pamoja. Na safari hii hata serikali ikimwaga pesa kiasi gani, mjue ni rais moja tu wa chama cha upinzani ndiye atasimama na ataugwa mkono na wale wengine wote. Na tumeamini hiyo, na tumesema hiyo one term, hiyo ndio mwanzo ya one term. Unasikia kesho tuko pale Siekuru kwa sababu Kalonzo ameplay a very big part na amekuwa kwa opposition na amesimama, ameitwa kwa serikali hii ya KK na akakataa. Wengine wakiingia kule alikataa. Kwa hivyo serikali ya one term, mjue hii ni warning tunawapatia, mko one term. Na kwa hivi sasa leo kuna watu wamepatikana hapa wa serikali, wakuu wa serikali, high ranking officials of KK government wameonekana wanasudura kwa hii hospitali, mjue hiyo biological weapons mnataka kuua Koimbûri nayo, mjue hii haiwezekani kabisa, na ujue Koimbûri ako na watu wake. Koimbûri amesimamiwa. Ama mkija hapa hata usiku ama mchana, shauri yenu, hakuna kitu mtapata kwa Koimbûri. Na Koimbûri akitoka hapa, Koimbûri ni mtu yako na matunda, na hata mkimweka mawe bado matunda itakuwa, na Koimbûri atatoka hapa akiwa mzima na ataenda kufanya kazi ya Mungu na ya Kenya. We are the national people here. One term is real, is coming.
Kusisitiza ni kwamba tumekuwa kama mawakili tumeweza kuhudhuria kesi ambayo bwana Koimbûri amekuwa akifile kotini pale High Court, tukiomba kuwa koti iweze kuendelea kumprotect. Na ni jambo la kuhuzunisha tunaposhuhudia kuwa serikali ina disregard court orders, ina proceed ku abduct our leaders, inaondoa their security which is a privilege provided for under the constitution, and deliberately after kuondoa hizo security we are seeing the kind of violence and abductions and torture being meted on these leaders. We want to call upon the Inspector General of Police na tumkumbushe kwamba katiba ya Kenya under article 245 inampea responsibility kufanya kazi yake akiheshimu katiba, na akumbuke kuwa Kenya is a party member of the International Criminal Court, na mtu ambaye anaendelea kudhulumu watu na kuendelea kuabduct watu, that goes against the Rome Statute, and we shall not relent as lawyers and as members of the DCP party to push and call upon the intervention of the International Criminal Court and the ICC, the office of the ICC, to come and investigate what is happening in this country, where our young people were killed, hundreds of them were abducted, tortured, and others still missing. Our leaders are facing the same fate. We are witnessing misuse of police power and use of police brutality to suppress the voice of the opposition, which is a constitutional right in this country. Therefore, the Inspector General of Police, you need to remember, you don't work for Ruto, you work for the people of Kenya. You work under the constitution that gave you the power. Continue disregard of the constitution. You must remember that you have a command responsibility. The OCSs, the OCPDs, you need to remember you have an individual command responsibility. And when the time comes, which is so near, we shall hold each and every one of you accountable for the losses of lives that we have witnessed in this country, for the brutality that you have met our leaders with, and we shall never forget, and we will act on it, and we continue to request the international community to intervene and save this country from the shackles of death that we are facing. Thank you.
Hi, how are you? My name is Damaris Wambui Waiganjo. Mimi ndio aspirant wa Kiambaa constituency pale Kiambu. So Koimbûri ni mheshimiwa, our neighbor, na tuko katika Kiambu constituency pamoja. I just wanted to remind this government that when they came in, they said they will not intimidate people or use government resources to intimidate leaders when it comes to freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Now, what you're doing now, without forgetting, is intimidation, killing people, hiding people. We have not forgotten that is just 1 year. We are about to do the memorial service for the over 100 Gen Zs that passed on last year. You have not given us accountability of where those Gen Zs are. You've not told their family where their bodies were dumped. And now you've even started killing their leaders. We have seen Mheshimiwa Koimbûri. We are here with Mheshimiwa Jango. We are here with Mheshimiwa Nongari. And we have seen his state. He's not okay. His wife has to stay by his bed. Kumpindua. He's scared. We are being told in this hospital there are funny characters moving around. Mulishindwa kumuua kule kwa kiwanja, sasa mnataka kuja kumalizia hapa kwa hospitali. How many more lives do you want? How many more people do you want to kill? How many? And how many of us can you kill to kill the movement? The movement of one term is not a Damaris thing. It is a thing of the nation. It is the people of Kiambaa. It is the people of Kiambu. It's the people of this nation. It is not a Mount Kenya thing. One term is a national movement. And it is a movement that you cannot kill unless you kill 50 million Kenyans. Kama Wakenya wameamua, hata uwe ama ufanye namna gani, Wakenya wameamua ni one term. Please do not forget, we still remember over 100 Gen Zs died. Next month, it is their first year anniversary. and we are going to honor them. So don't intimidate us. We are not going to be intimidated. We are here and we're going to continue. We're waiting for Mheshimiwa Koimbûri atoke hospitali, and we'll continue to soldier on. We are the alternative government. Asante.
The issue about Mheshimiwa Koimbûri, we've been his lawyers for a long time. This is not the first issue we are dealing with. In fact, today we were in court. That's why we came late, dealing with something else. And where he was found, because I was among the first people who the family called, who were informed that he's in hospital in Njiru. I went and saw him. And I wish you would be allowed to go and view Mheshimiwa in the hospital, so that then you don't need to get an answer from us lawyers about the status of Mheshimiwa Koimbûri, rather than your own eyes. Mheshimiwa Koimbûri has suffered. He's very unwell. And where he was found, perhaps those people who took him there knew where they were taking him, and the narrative that is being spewed started from there. So we don't know, we didn't even know where who owns the land. But as lawyers, we found a person who is unwell. We've seen him here, and I wish we could be allowed. So what I want to urge the government to do, it came to power through the Constitution, and it took oath to protect the Constitution. The Constitution has rights, it has obligations. So let us comply with that which the law requires us to do, and let us protect those rights that the law obliges us to respect. And if someone you really need to arrest him or do anything else, there is a whole procedure. Summon him, he comes. If he doesn't come, then there's a way you go to court, you get warrants. There's a whole procedure about that. But let us avoid these situations where we go we go outside the law to make people suffer. As lawyers, ordinarily we will not come to hospital to see somebody other than when things are very dire. And if you see Mheshimiwa Koimbûri today, because you are requested to come, you will also agree with us that let us respect the rights for each and every person. What has happened to him, let us not allow any other Kenyan to go through that.